Thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, archangels and ascended masters, for the perfect guidance, perfect clarity, and perfect peace that is here for each of us and all of us right now. Thank you to the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We celebrate tremendous peace, wonderful love, and incredible joy here for us right now. We thank as well the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We celebrate tremendous peace and wonderful love being here right now. So if we could just breathe in and just notice the word infusion, the concept of infusion, and if we could indeed let there be an angelic infusion into your body, into your mind, into your emotions, into your energy field. So we'll just breathe in to this angelic infusion into every single cell, unconditional love. So we'll just notice the angelic traits, which is centered in unconditional love, hope, faith, purity, clarity, generosity. We'll trust that spirituality makes everything bigger and better. And everything that we're experiencing right now in the world is about constriction. Let's choose expansion, including an expansion and enhancement of our overall and core health. So we'll just gently breathe into all that. And if we could notice in the space that you're in right now, Archangel Michael, who's pointing to his shoes, his boots, his footwear, that he is standing in the space that you are in, very grounded, very centered, maybe even fashionable. We'll notice the same being true of Archangel Gabriel, the same being true of Archangel Raphael, Archangel Ariel, all the angels we know by name. If we could just breathe in, just notice their presence. The presence of Archangel Raphael, the presence of Archangel Gabriel, presence of Archangel Ariel. If we could just breathe into all that. And if we could just notice that the insights don't have to hurt. And if we could perhaps press pause and move away from the idea that growth is painful. And if we could notice that we're constantly growing and constantly evolving, and we're very simply in this moment, like a stretch, we could stretch if we want to, and just notice that we're stretching into greater healing. We're stretching into a greater sense of wholeness and awareness, stretching into peace of mind, stretching into tremendous good, and stretching into tremendous care. So we'll just gently breathe in. If we can notice the crow, and perhaps the crow is above your head flying, or perhaps even on your head, like landing, or just nearby, but perhaps above the top of your head. If we could just notice the crow being there and all the crow symbolizes, including abundance, including awareness, including magic. So we'll just gently breathe in. And with the angels standing very specifically in the space that you're in right now, if we could just notice the angels being completely relaxed, and if we could notice the angel of your choice, if there's not necessarily a preference, but just notice the angel that gets your attention the most. If there's a default, it's Archangel Michael. If we could notice that angel who gets your attention touching your hand or hands, with joy, and we'll just notice a direct infusion of healing into your physical body. Once again, every cell, every system, every part of you. And like the removal of static, we could notice your nervous system having a release of static. and putting back the word central into central nervous system. If we could just breathe in to you having a center, and to that center being really good and really great. And that it's okay to be centered, it's okay to be grounded, it's okay to feel good. So if we could notice Archangel Michael and the other angels that are present, if we could notice them moving the energy of others away, moving the energy of bad news away, and recognizing that there is space, that there is space for you, that the arena of power, the realm of power, has room for you, that it's not full, it's not crowded, that there is room. So we'll just breathe in. And if we could very simply, with help, and perhaps there's like three things at once. The delivery of the cake be probably the most important one. Mary Magdalene being part of the delivery of the cake, and Incredible Good being here right now. If we could just notice that the arrival of the cake and Mary Magdalene, if we could notice right now that it is okay to feel good, it's okay for help to happen. So we'll notice like a color being added to the palette with the arrival of this healing and powerful goddess with a gift, which is a beautiful cake. And if we could just notice everything brightening and lightening, and there being a wonderful experience of enlightenment. And once again, coming back to the perspective, the principle that that learning doesn't have to be hard, nothing has to be hard. We'll recognize that life is challenging right now as everything is unfamiliar. And it's safe for us to be calm right now. It's safe for us to lean on this kind of experience, to lean on the angels, to lean on our central nervous system, and to trust that good is here right now. So we'll just breathe in deeply to all that. And if we could let the frayed wires of communication be replaced with fresh wires that are pristine by Archangel Gabriel, including the communication and relationship with yourself. And indeed, if we could just breathe in, and enhanced by that clear communication, we'll notice every organ in your body, your heart, your brain, everything in your digestive system, your lungs, your spine, your stomach, everything working perfectly, your nerves. And once again, we'll notice the release of static. And perhaps we could just take action here and just touch anything and let energy that's not yours diffuse. We'll just gently breathe in to collective power, not individual power. We'll notice that our individual power adds to the collective, and this is not taxing, it's relieving. So we'll just gently breathe in to the absence of fight, to the presence of good, and the encouragement of love. We'll just gently breathe into all of this good and all of this goodness, breathing into tremendous peace and tremendous harmony right now. So we'll just gently breathe in. Wonderful. And in the tone of classical music, whatever that means to you, if we could just breathe in and let's say our own names out loud. I am Mark. I am not anybody else. I am Mark. Thank you, angels, for being with me right now. Thank you, angels, for helping me with everything right now. Thank you, angels, for healing every part of my body and being right now. I ask for healing and I fully receive healing. And we'll just breathe into that. Their wording, I release the idea that I have to pay an entrance fee. I release the idea that I must be perfect. I welcome wonderful healing right now. It is safe for me to heal. I am healed right now. Thank you, angels, for infusing your energy into my life right now. Wonderful. So we'll just gently breathe into all that. And we'll just notice that the circumstances that we live in, the circumstances that are familial, national, global, that they don't define who we are, and that we choose and we choose peace, and that we choose and we choose radiant wellness. And we know that everything is going to get better and that we are participating in that now. And we'll identify the trauma response of bracing. We'll recognize the spiritual response and intention, which is to relax and to intend and to allow and to welcome and to be. And we celebrate all this goodness right now and all this grace right now. So we'll just breathe into all that. Indeed, if we could notice the beautiful cake, and if there is the top of the cake, beautiful cake, if we could notice if there's a symbol or anything written on it, or just the color of the cake, the smell of the cake, if we could just notice the cake and notice anything communicated to you through the cake. Wonderful. And if we could just breathe in, and if we could notice the ritual of acknowledgement that the angels give you, which might be like a nod, like, I see you, I'm here, we're doing this together. And the sharing the distribution of weight so we don't feel weighted down, and the reminder that there are millions and millions and millions and millions of people who are dedicated to peace or actively healing in their lives and who have hope, and we take turns. We don't need to feel these things 100% all the time, but we could know that things are changing as the old way falls apart and the new way of inclusion, generosity, abundance, encouragement, love, harmony, safety, and peace comes forward. We'll just notice that shift. We'll notice that shift is freaking some people out. That's okay. That's understandable. And it's okay for us to have moments of what the hell. It's also okay to have moments of oh my, good, this is going to work out. So we'll just breathe into all this goodness. Or better said by Michael Beckwith, who has a quote of, we could either say like, oh my God, or we could say, oh my God. So we'll just notice all this good being here right now, the angels helping, and the angels are not on the clock, that they're with all of us always. We don't need to always pay attention to them. We could tune in and recognize that help is here and that good is present. And we celebrate all this goodness and all this peace. We celebrate this amazing cake and the presence of the angels and Mary Magdalene and other guides. And we celebrate life right now. And to all of them, we say out loud, thank you. And with the tone and sentiment and energy and vitality of classical music, robust health is present. And with the robust health and beautiful sounds present, we thank the presence of Mother, Father, God, and all the archangels and ascended masters. We thank as well the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We celebrate a wonderful sense of cohesion. We recognize that the era of obsession with difference is collapsing. We recognize our commonality in wanting peace and love, which we share with every other person on the planet, and we celebrate life. And with joy and peace and harmony and incredible love, we ask for this or something better right now in all directions of time, and so it is.